Hi, I'm Vinay Bayer in conversation with Amit Chatterjee. Welcome to The Missing Link with Amit. Quick Bytes with Amit. We are discussing today a topic which is Padma Awards. Hi Amit.
Hi Vinay, how are you?
Doing good. Amit, 2025 Padma Awards are coming, and I felt it's important for us to understand how important is awarding as a motivational mechanism to anybody and who to be awarded, and also on the note of how timely and effectively it has to be awarded.
I'm tempted rather, Vinay, to ask you the question, where do you find the motivation to find out such questions? Okay. Okay, so for a part, because it's important. I mean, I would never have thought of asking this question to somebody else, honestly. But at the end of the day, see, why such awards, which are national awards, and every country has such awards, right? And these awards are existing in, I think, all countries for a very, very long time, right? Now, but it's also known that these awards are largely decided by the political leadership. Yes, it goes through probably the mandarins or the bureaucracy and all that, some process, but I think it's public knowledge that these decisions are taken by the political leadership. Now, obviously, now the political leadership has some motivations why they want to award who they want to award to. Okay, and mostly, at least whatever I've noticed, I didn't really think about that I would have to answer such a question anywhere. But I think what I have noticed, which others must have also, is that it's about the constituency that the political leadership would like to show either the respect for, whether it is for the votes or not, which suits their objectives. And since politicians are not yet looked at, very positively in almost all societies or countries, and particularly with Trumps and Putin's etc. ruling the world, the reason that people may think that awards are given is for getting votes, but it need not be, and I am sure it was not always the same. If you ask me why should this award be given, then I would say that it should be to leave behind an inspiration for the current and the future generations to be inspired by the awardees, for example. Like I used to work, for the National Dairy Development Board many years back. I spent a decade there. And even today, I wonder why Dr. Verghese Kurian was never given a, Bharat Ratna. I mean, he made us over hardly 15 years a milk surplus country from a milk deficit country. And forget all that, brought in these fantastic cooperatives, management, technology, everything, over just around, a couple of decades. We can't pass a farmer's bill to, bring in, different rules regarding the MSP part. But yet, it should be also something that should be marketed as a communication. The government, which normally is giving these national awards, should repeatedly use this, in their communications, so that the people who live in the country, the citizens, they get inspired by that. And if they do not do that, I guess probably because they doubt that this will be inspired. Somebody who is a politician, sometimes I didn't understand why. Value of awarding anybody is, one, to show the respect and say thank you and express gratitude towards the contribution that individual would have made for the society. And the two is to inspire the next and future generation.
And how important time plays a role in terms of when they get it?
I think it is important that definitely it's not posthumous. Okay, and we have a history of such posthumous awards. I'm not sure only with Padma Awards, definitely also with the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award. In the military service, it's a different issue. Somebody is being honored as a martyr posthumously. That has to be done. That's a different issue. But for Padma Awards, which are normally for the civil society and what people do to impact society and the country in different fields also, they should be done when somebody has, at least plateaued on their plane of expertise or the excellence that they have created, and they are already kind of an idol in people's eyes, and when they get that award, it only makes them influence more. For example, the people who may not have known about them so much, For example, this young man who recently won the chess Olympiad, right? He's hardly, 18 or something like that. I mean, if not only he's awarded whatever is the Padma award in that category, and I guess he will be probably, it should also be marketed. Now, where do you market this? You market it probably in different kinds of, sports tournaments that are happening, or in universities and colleges and schools particularly, because so that it inspires other teenagers, other younger players, not only in chess but also in other sports, for example. So excellence should be awarded to, as I said, to show the gratitude for the contribution, to show the appreciation, but not just homage. Homage is normally done for somebody who is already kind of no longer there. I remember some days back, I was, for very different reasons, watching some documentaries on Chatterjee. I mean, the world over knew about Chatterjee, right? And I'm not saying this because I'm a Bengali, I never lived in Bengal. And I was watching for very different reasons completely. And then, in the documentary, one of them, they show that somebody walks into his hospital room where he's practically in his last days, and he's awarded the Oscar while he's prostrate on his bed. And of course, Chatterjee still could speak very well in his baritone. He expresses his gratitude and thanks, etc. But what was something very sad, that he was awarded the Bharat Ratna after the Americans, who probably don't even know who the hell is, what Chatterjee is all about, decided to award him an Oscar for whatever crazy reason. Okay, but your own country, did not think of awarding a Bharat Ratna before that, and they immediately went into a scramble, to somehow arrange everything, and probably, I don't know, flew somebody to Calcutta to the hospital to award him the Bharat Ratna. So that's sad. That's I think, even politically, that is very, very, I think, stupid in one word. I don't think that whichever political party was there at the time gained anything by doing that. Probably they just covered their backs in hindsight. That's all. So yeah, timing is important, because when somebody is awarded when he or she is still in their prime of contribution, it will just make them do probably even more, and that will create, I think, obviously a bigger value. Like the Nobel laureates from our country in the last some decades that they have been awarded. I mean, immediately after they got the Nobel Prize, we don't hear about them anymore, at least not in forget social media and the mainstream media, nowhere. I mean, this gentleman who got the last Nobel, Chatterjee, for example, I must be doing something, but as a citizen of the country, do I come to know what he's doing? No, I don't. Do I find him on the financial newspaper, normal newspapers? Nowhere. Okay. He should be used by the government of the day, if he can be. I mean, after all, he got a Nobel Prize. So what after that? I mean, if you time it at the prime of contribution of an individual, then the person also gets motivated to do more, for example, right? So yeah, timing also, I think, is important.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you so much for this.